What Anya said about TB Joshua's death. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Nigerian Don Professor Anya celebrated the death of popular Nigerian televangelist TB Joshua in 2021. News records that TB Joshua suddenly on June 5th. TB Joshua died suddenly on June 5th, a few days to his 58th birthday. Taking to a verified Twitter handle a day after Joshua's demise, controversial Anya described the famous preacher as a lying, thieving charlatan. Her post read thus from June 6, 2021. Celebrating the well-deserved death of lying, thieving charlatan TB Joshua, who cheated millions out of people in their most desperate days with fake prophecies and promises of miracles and cures for disease from which he could not even save his sorry self. Rot in peace. For those coming with don't speak ill of a dead business, know where I stand on your tone policing nonsense. I don't owe the family or people who love TB Joshua my respect or silence about all the harm he caused. Just because they're mourning a monster doesn't mean I should, she said earlier in 2020. She said she is comfortable speaking ill of the dead. For those coming with don't speak ill of a dead business, know where I stand on your tone policing nonsense. I don't owe the family or people who loved TB Joshua my respect or silence about all the harm he caused. Just because they are mourning a monster doesn't mean I should. Her words, I speak ill of the dead. If you made life choices that harm people and cause destruction, I'll praise the death. I don't care if your family or people you didn't choose to wound loved you and are sad are gone. I will dance on your grave, singing ding dong, the witch is gone. Recall that Anya came under fire on Twitter over her comments following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Hours before the Queen's death was announced, Professor Anya wrote on her Twitter page, I had a chief monarch of a thieving, raping, genocidal empire is finally dying. May her pain be excruciating. Omo. They don't go dig this woman. Nigerians, we get time. They don't go dig this woman. Matter come aside. They don't go dig deep into 2021, even 2020. I sure say they go even deep. I'm sure that we're going to be hearing more about this woman. They go look into her matter. They go touchlight her well. All right. There is absolutely nothing wrong about what this professor is saying about the dead. Let the living make amends. Both Quran and the Bible recorded the deeds of a man of old. Negative things were recorded against many people, and good things were also recorded of so many people as well. I must work on my character to avoid the ills the like of this professor will say about me after now. You see this angle where this man is coming from. He said, if you no do well, if you no live your life well, auntie, what thing she talk for one of her tweets is that she go talk ill about you, nothing will happen. Nobody should tell her. You understand? You know, live your life well. It's about living good legacy. Be and you. I've always said it. Whenever we hear about death, somebody died, somebody died, sending condolences. What comes to my own mind is, one day, all the whole thing what they do for this world will cease to make sense. On that day, you go live her. Even if tomorrow is your birthday, even if the next day or the next hour you're going to be getting your big promotion, when that time comes, you will carry your kaya. No, nothing will make sense more. Nothing will make sense again to you. That is just it. In fact, even if your daughter gave birth, nothing. Everything will cease to make sense and leave. So she's saying, if you don't do well, if you live a life, just like this person broke it down more, if you live a life worth of emulation, she could praise you. But if you do not, Anya will tell you that she will come and say anything concerning her. She's not in the same school of thought as those who say, oh, do not speak ill about the dead. Well, that's her own theory. Will she die too one day, or have you forgotten that we must all surrender to death? Of course, she will die. And I know that the way she wants, she's talking about others will be spoken of her as well. All right. Judge not, a Bible injunction that must be adhered. For whatever judgment you pass on to others, same you shall receive. Let's watch for her end too. Let her continue to curse the dead as if she will not die. All right. Remember that you don't be judged by what you said about the dead beside the grave, but what you did. with the life and privileges God has given you while you are alive. Well, the thing is, about what she said about that particular period, I mean, when when she heard that the queen was dying, you know, she shouldn't, how do I put it now? Looking at it from a perspective of, yeah, she has done worse, but talking to her in that manner, what does that make you? Exactly. Talking to that person, that is what I'm just thinking about. Yes, she herself is hurting. But how does it feel? Somebody who does not know this woman before. Imagine somebody who have not heard about her before. Imagine Jeff Bezos came on out to tell her, somebody, maybe Jeff has not even met her before. Maybe Jeff has not even known her before. And she said something like that. And she was like, what that makes you, you're going to be seen as a bitter person. Yes, you're going to be seen. Yes, looking at it now from both angles. Yes, she's saying what she's feeling, but at the same time, I think the message I'm trying to take out of it is, don't become what you are trying to avoid. You're trying to run away from trouble. Don't be trouble. I don't know if I'm making sense. You're trying. You said somebody did something to you. Somebody hurt you. Don't hurt another person to feel good, because they say if you do that, you are now the same. Even though we are not going to say she and the woman are the same, but I mean, she's also going to be referred to as a bitter soul. Okay, there are two angles to this, and that is what I've just said. She's entitled to express how she feels. It's left for you to ponder through the point she's making or not. What will you say about the wicked politicians that have decided to keep defrauding this country and keeping it unsafe for the good people of Nigeria to live in and succeed in? When the pass, should we celebrate them? You have just answered yourself. Mister, has she spoken about the ills perpetrated by the politicians of her country? Is she waiting for them to die first? That is cowardice. What of her own life as a lesbian? Is that a justification to her faith? How many have been saved and healed by their faith alone, as proclaimed in the scriptures and testimonies? If you don't have faith, if you still work for the devil, can TB Joshua force miracles to work for you? It was forbidden to insult or attack a prophet. Touch not my anointing, and to my prophet do no harm. I expect more woes coming from, a lot of people will dig into this woman's matter, and she don't bring herself out to the public. That is absolutely fake and a cooked up story written up to tarnish the name of this woman. Why didn't this write-up came up when the man of God died? Why now? Haters of a particular tribe are at it again. One by one, they will all fail. All right, on this note, we have come to the